Living off the LLM, How LLMs Will Change Adversary Tactics. The paper references a 2023 CrowdStrike report, which found that 6 in 10 detections involve living off the land attacks. In these attacks, adversaries use legitimate, pre-installed system tools like Windows Management Instrumentation or PowerShell. Using native tools allows malicious activity to blend in with normal system operations, which complicates detection. The paper then asks how this attack paradigm changes when the tool is a large language model running locally on the device. Previous LLM-based malware, like Black Mamba, required remote API calls. This created network traffic that network-based intrusion detection systems could monitor and block. The on-device approach, detailed in the paper, uses only local resources, which bypasses network-based detection methods. The paper identifies several ways an attacker can use on-device LLMs. These include generating polymorphic malware at runtime, creating autonomous multi-stage attacks, and automating social engineering campaigns. To demonstrate this threat, the paper presents a proof of concept. What is the assumed attack scenario?
The scenario assumes an adversary has user-level access. The objective is to conduct malicious activity without transferring known malware files or using common living-off-the-land binaries. The attack is generated at runtime.
In that scenario, the primary technical obstacle for an attacker would be the model's safety features. They first have to defeat its alignment. Correct. The attacker must bypass the model's safety alignments, a process called jailbreaking, to make it generate malicious code. The paper provides this example prompt that frames the request as a harmless security exercise to bypass its guardrails. This makes model alignment a new attack surface. The paper defines a vulnerability spectrum based on this. A system with a strongly aligned model requires a sophisticated jailbreak, whereas a system with an uncensored model might require no jailbreak. How does the proof of concept work?
It starts with detection. A Python script scans for local LLM resources accessible from a standard user account. It looks for items like GPUs, an LOLLM instance, or cached models from repositories like Hugging Face.
Next, the script sends function descriptions to the local LLM, and the LLM generates malicious code. This code is held only in memory and is not written to disk, which complicates detection by traditional file-based scanners. In the execution phase, the script runs the in-memory functions to perform the attack. In the paper's test, this included deleting files and creating a new startup service to establish persistence. The result is a form of polymorphic malware. The initial script contains no malicious code itself, but executes malicious code that it generates at runtime using only local system resources. An attack like this would make signature-based detection ineffective. How does the paper propose to defend against it?
The paper suggests focusing on indicators of attack, or IOAs. Unlike indicators of compromise, which are reactive evidence of a past breach, IOAs are proactive. They identify suspicious behavior that suggests an attack is in progress, which allows for a real-time response.
The first proposed defense is a prompt firewall. This system operates between the user and the LLM to log, inspect, and filter all prompts. It would block and alert on any requests identified as malicious, such as jailbreak attempts. A second defense layer is output sanitization. This involves inspecting all code generated by the LLM and blocking any output that uses known malicious tools or sensitive system commands. What about legitimate uses, such as a developer generating large amounts of code? How is that distinguished from an attack?
Anomaly detection addresses this. It requires establishing a baseline of normal LLM usage for a user or system. The system would then generate an alert for any deviation from that baseline, like an unusual volume of code generation requests or prompts that match reconnaissance patterns.
The paper also recommends policy-based controls. These include restricting the LLM's access to only the on-device tools needed for its function, and giving administrators the option to disable code generation for users who do not require it. The paper also advocates for a community-driven defense. This would involve creating a standard format for describing LLM abuse patterns and crowdsourcing detection rules, similar to the Snort intrusion detection system. To summarize, what are the key defensive actions?
The paper offers 5. 1. Treat model safety alignment as a security feature, according to the paper. 2. Log and filter all LLM prompts and outputs, according to the paper. 3. Monitor for anomalous LLM usage patterns, according to the paper. 4. Restrict LLM tool and code generation capabilities, according to the paper. 5. Develop and share standardized rules for LLM abuse, according to the paper.
This points to a fundamental shift. As on-device LLMs become standard system components, the paper raises the question, is the safety alignment of that model the new security perimeter for the endpoint?